All right. Well, we're going to. I'll give you a quick update here. Had some goodies finally show up in the mail. All right. Well, we got our cam from Wyotech, and then I have some new cam bearings because one of the cam bearings isn't lined up properly. It's at the 6 o'clock position, and you want them all to be at 4 or 5 o'clock position, so that way none of the, I think it's called an oil galley, I don't know, but like the holes that are in there, you don't want none of those at the bottom or whatever. Basically where all the pressure would be. So, and these are wide cam bearings out of like short block, I believe is what he said. So they're actually an upgrade to the stock OEM ones. So hopefully, I ordered the tool to be able to change out cam bearings, so hopefully that'll come in, and we will be able to change out some cam bearings and install a cam, do all the timing. I decided I'm not going to do ARP head studs this year. Just trying to keep the budget low so I can make sure I get this car done. So I ordered some just stock head studs there, so they should be here, and then we'll be able to install the heads. And then the only thing that I will really need is going to be the custom length push rods. Then the motor can get buttoned up all the way, get thrown back in the car, and then it's just all these other little things that I got to get done. But today we're going to try and I'll probably fix that gauge situation I did yesterday. Add in that secondary power wire, one for constant power, so that way so I can continue to use the function of those gauges. So I can use the high-low. It shows you what your highest, your peak, whatever was. So I can use the functions of it. They're really fancy gauges and they're nice, so I might as well use the shit that it came with. Plus, it's not that hard to run an extra wire right now. And then I kind of want to look into running the fuel pump today. The plug for fuel pump is right here. So, and then I should have I believe the harness is here. Yeah. So here's the plug, and it still has like the old. I don't know, these are my lights. Maybe today we'll get this. Alright, so we got that's like the OEM relay panel. Drawing a blank here. But yeah, this is the connector I'll need. And then I have which these pins are written down in a notebook somewhere, so I'll have to find that real quick. But yeah, alright, let's get some time lapse set up, and we'll knock out this little bit of wiring. We'll see if I might try and see if I can prime the fuel system. I just have the fuel injectors sitting in there, so they might leak if I try and turn them on, but hey, fuck it. We all gotta die somehow. So, alright, let's get this. Alright, well, we got drilled and put a grommet in there. We ran our starter and our the starter and the fuel pump, which is right here, It's all ran through there. We ran enough wire in. And then it'll run across there and then up into the back. And now we just got to wire it in. Off of the ECM, there's a green wire. I believe that has to get hooked up to, I have it right here. The brown and white wire off of the fuel pump was for the signal. Pink wire was power, and then the black was ground. So we'll hook them up that way. There's that green wire behind there that I will hook up to the signal. And in theory, when I flip the ignition switch, we should hear the fuel pump prime. So let's find out. Alright, if you're going to use like braided loom, you can't just cut it. You're supposed to use like a hot knife, but I ain't got a hot knife. So we've got this razor blade, and we've got that heater. So we'll fire this up. Alright, and just like that, it cuts it, and it like melts it so that way it doesn't like fray up real bad. But this stuff is really nice. It really makes your looms look a lot better. But alright, let's continue. Well, let's see if I know what I'm doing. Alright, so power to pin 30. It's grounded. So this is ground off fuel pump. And then this is ground from the chassis. And then ground from the relay. And then this is signal to the fuel pump. This is signal from the ECM. So, will it do it? Yep. Sweet. It just primed up. So, let's actually see if it can stop. What do you know? Sweet. So it does prime and everything, and it comes to once it reaches pressure, it stops, just like a normal ignition would do. So that's awesome. So now all we got to do is just permanently make this happen. And what I'll probably do is mount this relay down here, probably with like a rivet or something. We'll see. Since these are all being used in the switches, and I don't want to undo all that hard work. So. Or we could mount it over here with one of these bolts or something. But all right, let's get this figured out and get it wired up, and then after that we'll figure out the gauges. We'll cut into there and run one more of these wires right here, run another one for constant power, and then the orange one will be switch power. So all right, let's continue. Well, the GoPro died on me. Well, I filled up the memory. But so I went through and I kind of guessed actually. Just guessed. And now I had just set these to like blue. So like if I set it down to green, Now into red. So they're green and red. And I shut it off. And we wait a while. Just to make sure that it's like all bled off and everything. And then you flip it back on, and we still got the same colors. So, alright, now I'll just crimp those together, put some shrink tubing back on them, and yeah, we'll be done with that. Fuel pump is done. I wired in the starter as well, but obviously you can't really hear the starter work because it's there's no starter. I have this pink wire left. I think that's not hooked up, and that one is just for when I gotta buy another one of these type of style gauges, my Pro Sport Evo series, for a gas gauge, and then that pink wire is the signal wire for the gas gauge. Trying to think if there was anything else that really needs to be wired. Well, we also got windows, but I gotta get different buttons for those. I think, oh, and then we gotta do the interior lighting as well. So, but other than that, we are done with wiring for the most part. The ECM works, the turn signals, headlights, all that stuff work. Brakes. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Just got to do, and then I also got to decide if I want to put a sound system back in. So I still got like a pile of wires chilling behind here. I'm thinking I might actually pull it all out. If I do, I'll put the system into my truck or something. So, but I was gonna put the subwoofer underneath the dash here, since there's a lot of room there for it. But all right, let me get this tidied up, and then we can finish up. All right, well, suppose go green, because I usually run green. But so as you can see, my gauges work now. There's the lows, there's the highs. Turn signal, turn signal. So that's awesome. And fan. And then I don't know if you'll be able to pick it up. We'll put you down here, maybe you can hear it. But the fuel pump is also priming. So we are done wiring pretty much. Like I said, we gotta do this little guy down here to do our interior lighting. I ordered an indicator so that way I know when my ignition switch is on, and maybe when my high. I don't know, I have 5 of them, so if I can figure out how to get them to work easily, because these switches are negatives, so it's not as easy as just hooking them up, I guess. I'll just have to run power in theory from up there down to here, and then just ground each one individually, and then just run power to all of them. So when you switch the switch, in theory, it should just turn the one on. But we will see. And then we just got to do that. And there should be another one right there. So we just got to do the my power mirrors, or my power windows. I don't got power mirrors. So yeah. That's going to be it for this one. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.